Community to Community's vision is development with dignity. No shame, no pity. We amplify dignity and progress led by the people of Petit-Goâve. In a world too often defined by headlines, something incredible is happening. Communities here don't just survive, they are working hard to thrive. Community to Community is working with the people of Petit-Goâve to restore vital resources. A much-needed canal is built one hand at a time. Roads are carved into a mountain with simple tools, bringing safe passage to their children and elders. This is development with dignity. And while access to continuous healthcare is saving lives, trees planted today will nourish future generations. Each person is building, planting, and teaching. We are not the heroes. You are. The person willing to support this movement and say, yes, I want to be a restorer of dignity. Join Community to Community.
Bienvenue. Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Restoring Dignity with C2C live. I'm going to say mixed emotions today. There are things that I'm super excited about and other things that I am concerned about. And we're going to talk about all of those things today, because in real life, two things can be true. There could be wonderful things happening that bring joy to our lives and our day, and then there are other things that can make us sad. It's amazing at this time how much ups and downs are actually going on. And I offer you what I'm doing, and that is to find your anchor. We're all kind of like ships right now on the sea being tossed all over the place. And it's hard to get our footing because the things that have been steady, that have been things we've counted on, institutions, people, are all kind of topsy-turvy. And for some of us, our faith is being tested, is being challenged. And we're doing our best. But I don't want you to live in stress. I don't want you to live in fear. I don't want to live in stress, and I don't want to live in fear. So for me, what has helped me is to stay focused on the call on my life and to stay focused in my faith and to use those two things as the anchor for how I move about on my day-to-day life. I've also found that in this particular season, going the extra mile to be kind, to look for ways to serve, is pushing back the darkness. I encourage you, because the darkness doesn't need any more recruits, but the light does. So as many of us that can let our light shine bright, as many of us that can show up ready to serve, humble, with not even random acts of kindness, but intentional acts of kindness, will help us through this season, because we will get through this, y'all. I know sometimes I don't feel like it, but we will. And in truth, if you looked over your life, you could see how many things you've overcome that has arguably prepared us to overcome what we're dealing with right now. For me, as I said, my faith, praying, meditating, thanking God for waking me up in the morning, watching over me while I slept, and giving me the air in my lungs, the faculties that I have, that I can see, I can hear, I can walk, I can talk, I can help. And then I think about C2C and Focus Fire. I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I know who I'm supposed to be serving. And in truth, that is one of my commands to the crew. One of my affirmations is that I am a restorer of dignity, first to myself, and then to those I'm called to serve. We may be in a tornado right now, but it is said that the eye of the storm, the center of the tornado, is absolute peace. So I encourage you to find your peace, find the place that helps you to anchor yourself so that you can be doing what God called you to do, and especially in this season, so that you will know that when this is all over, that you were not huddled up in a corner, petrified, that you were doing the exact thing that you're supposed to be doing. And then you'll also see all the people that you helped get through this season as well, which helped you. There's a line in the Bible that says, love God with all your heart, and then love your neighbor as you love yourself. Notice it does not say love God, love your neighbor, love yourself. That's not the order. It's love God, love your neighbor as you love yourself, which means you have to love yourself first. You have to know how to love yourself before you can love other people. So that is my encouraging word for you today, and arguably for me too. I'm encouraging myself. So let me share some wonderful news with you today, and I hope your day is going well. And if it wasn't, I hope that that has helped your day go well. So I have so much exciting news today. And then we also have a special guest, and we're also going to talk about where the funding that you're sending to us is going and how you're impacting the people on the ground. So I would like to report that the Golf Classic total, with all of the folks that helped, and I'm shouting out right now the New York Birdies, I'm shouting out Jasmine and
Community
that came. Dr. Peter, who showed up as well, and that was our special guest, and that we raised $54,000. Let me get it right. $54,088.12. So almost $55,000 was raised by you, by your giving, by your sponsorships, by your purchasing your golf clinic tickets, by your showing up for lunch with us. We greatly appreciate it. We had an amazing day, and I have a little secret to drop to you too. So we got a lot of feedback. People had a wonderful time, and they were saying, oh man, can't wait till next year. Can't wait till next September. You don't have to, because next year, for the 4th annual Gérard Agislen Euseb Golf Classic, will be in May. You heard it here first. So details are going to be coming, and we'll be sharing that with you. But thank you for giving. And today we're going to let you know where your giving is going. Also, I want to share that I belong to an amazing group of people called the $1 Million Storyteller Mastermind. And this is my 3rd year with the mastermind, and it has changed my life. It has changed my deserve level. It has changed my mindset. It has changed how I do things. And the community has supported C2C and supported me. And we have an annual event called Story into Profit Live. And this year for Story into Profit Live SIP 2025 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, I was able to share my story. And this is what happened.
In Haiti who desire self-sufficiency. This is development with dignity. I am a restorer of dignity. And I attract others with a heart for generosity to do the same. Stand up. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Heeding the call is not even about you. It is about all of the lives that you will impact for the good. Repeat after me. I am a restorer of dignity. First to myself, and then to those whom I'm called to serve. Do you believe you have a calling on your life? Yes. If you believe you have a calling on your life, raise your hands. Thank you. That should be everyone in this room. Hear me. Now, more than ever, you need to heed the call on your life. The world needs you. Do not wait to be qualified. Heed the call. Thank you.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Let's give it up.
That was an amazing moment. And I want to shout out Andy Enriquez, my coach, who provided me with that platform, who shared his stage with me so that I could share my signature story. And as a result of that, and making the call for folks to heed the call on their lives and to support the work that we are doing, we raised $25,164.74. So I want to thank everyone that came to SIP Live and everyone that the folks there also shared it on their social networks and people gave. I want you all to know that each and every one of you, whether you supported us through the Golf Classic or through SIP Live, that you are restorers of dignity. And today we're going to talk about where your philanthropic investment is going. I call him a special guest, but you're all going to see him all the time. That we're going to be sharing today where the funds are going. What does it mean for the people of our Mountainside partner community and our Petit-Goâve proper community as well? Because we want to get these funds to the folks ASAP so that the work can continue to go, right? So I would like to introduce Responsable Eugène to join us here on stage to share with you some of the items that I am talking about right now, because I am excited for him to be here. I'm excited for y'all to be here to have this conversation. Bonjour, Responsable Eugène.
Bonjour, responsable MarieYolaine. Bonjour tout le monde.
Comment est aujourd'hui?
Moi en forme et pour...
Moi en forme. Merci que vous joignez temps pour venir parler avec nous aujourd'hui. Moi voulais pour nous faire une conversation et me faire partager avec nous combien l'argent nous ramassé dans le golf classique là, c'était 54 000 avec ça nous ramassé dans ça que les SIP Live. Nous sommes allé là en Floride en octobre et c'était 25 000. So, je partagé ça avec vous. Moi dis merci en pile. Est-ce qu'il y a un voulait dire ou même? I just told him that I just finished sharing with you all what we raised at the Golf Classic and what we raised at SIP Live, and asking if there's anything he would like to share. Responsable.
Merci, responsable MarieYolaine. Moi dis bonsoir à tout le monde qui attendait.
Thank you, Responsable MarieYolaine. I say hello to everyone who is in the sound of my voice.
Et merci pour tout update que vous faites pour mon yo.
Thank you for sharing the update with the people.
Et m'a profité occasion ça pour me dire merci à tout le monde qui a participé dans bail comme ça.
I'm taking this opportunity to thank everyone who was involved in either of these events.
Et tout le monde qui a participé côté comme la sortie a bon Dieu a remplacé par milliers.
For all of the people who gave, I would like to say that God will replace and restore everything that you gave to us.
Et l'argent ça pour le dépenser pour aider ça qui est vulnérable.
The funds are going to go to assist and help the most vulnerable.
Et nous disons bon Dieu merci pour responsable MarieYolaine.
We thank God for Responsable MarieYolaine.
Donc, qui baille toutes les mêmes pour le travail pour la communauté Petit-Goâve.
That gives her all to work with the communities in Petit-Goâve.
Et spécialement pour renforcer les partenaires qu'elle a gagnés depuis 15 ans.
and reinforcing the partners that C2C has since 2010.
A.P.H.D et ODCP.
A.P.H.D and ODCP.
Et communauté guavienne, c'est comme si mon mari CDC A.P.D, c'est comme si c'est petit responsable MarieYolaine.
The community in Petit-Goâve, I can say that it is almost as if that they are the children of C2C.
Et merci responsable MarieYolaine, merci à tout le monde qui a de moi.
Thank you, Responsable MarieYolaine, and thank you to everyone who is supporting us. Merci, Responsable.
De rien.
We would like to show you briefly some of the places that the funds are going to go. One of those places you already know, and that is for the Health and Wellness Center, right? So, Responsable Eugène, m'a partagé avec tout le monde yo là un petit vidéo courte pour montrer yo design et santé parce que c'est lui-même vraiment nous t'ai fait golf classique là pour nous t'ai ramasser l'argent. So, m'a parlé un petit cas sur ça. So, what you're watching here is the rendering for the Health and Wellness Center that we will be breaking ground. Arguably, it is going to be A.P.H.D and Responsable Eugène and the community that is going to be breaking ground to build the Health and Wellness Center in December. So please keep us in your prayers for that, because this center is going to make a huge impact in the community. So back to you, Responsable Eugène. Gen pil moun ki se ka premye fwa ya pou we ti video sa de santé ya, ki impact santé ya ap fe nan community? What is the impact that the Health and Wellness Center is going to have in the community?
Et santé ça la fait un gros impact positif dans la communauté.
This Health and Wellness Center will have a very huge positive impact in the community.
Premièrement, en pile femme enceinte se qu'on côté dans branca a besoin premier soin dans santé ça.
So many women who who were pregnant, who we've had to carry down the mountain, will now receive this first line of care right on the mountain.
On sait que zone c'est une zone qui est difficile.
Because the zone where we are, the area where we are, is isolated.
Donc, yo kon pote moun nan branca aller dans l'hôpital général de Petit-Goâve.
We would often have to carry the people on what is called a blanca. A blanca is when you take a bed sheet and you tie pieces of wood along the sides in order to lift the person up and carry them the 2-hour walk down the mountain.
Gen moun ki mouri nan route.
There have oftentimes been people who've died on the way down.
Après so prend temps nan route là.
Because it took too much time.
Mais lorsque nous va venir construire santé ça.
But once we construct the Health and Wellness Center,
et l'a sauvé en pile vie surtout avec ça qui plus vulnérable.
It will save a lot of lives, especially for those who are the most vulnerable.
Et moi songe dans activité semaine bonne santé nous kon gagner soin bonne santé.
I remember when we did our first Good Health Week.
Songe un monsieur qui malade depuis plusieurs jours.
I remember a man who had been sick for several days.
Il était fait prostate.
He had an issue with his prostate.
Et puis chance pour lui, c'était premier jour nous t'a ouvert activité ça.
It was a benefit for him that day was the first day that we were doing Good Health Week.
Yo menel venu sous bête.
They brought him in on a donkey.
Pendant plusieurs jours pas de pipi.
He was not able to urinate for days. He hadn't been able to urinate for days.
Et laisse à docteur Peter était là.
Oh, at that time, Dr. Peter, who will be a guest on a future episode, Dr. Peter was there.
Dr. Muriel.
And Dr. Mariel as well, one of the 6 emergency room doctors in Haiti. And we had other doctors that they each brought for that week. But they made this man a priority.
Dans quelques minutes, c'était plein, c'était ba mettre monsieur sous médicament.
They immediately assessed his situation and provided medication.
Et puis, dans quelques minutes, c'est beauté à beauté, plein récipient à aller jeter pipi.
And within a few minutes, he was able to urinate and received the release that he was looking for.
Et puis, A.P.H.D et C2C, t'es dirigé, mais c'est ça dans l'autre hôpital.
And then A.P.H.D and C2C worked together to get the gentleman to a local hospital.
Depuis là, ça a marqué dans l'esprit, non?
Ever since then, this stayed in our memory.
Et puis, ça t'a encouragé nous également pour gagner un centre de santé ça, qui nous a gardé dans la communauté.
And this gave us the encouragement that we needed and the faith that the Health and Wellness Center you just saw in the rendering will come to pass and be built on the mountain.
C'était un rêve.
It was a dream.
Moi, profiter occasion ça dans tout monde A.P.H.D et tout le monde qui vit dans la communauté.
And I take this opportunity on behalf of A.P.H.D and everyone who lives in the community.
Pour commencer, dire merci à tout le monde qui baille comme pour nous commencer construire centre de santé ça.
To thank everyone who's made a donation so that we can start the construction of the Health and Wellness Center.
May God bless you, everybody.
Amen. Okay. Thank you for all your English, responsable. Content. Pour ton petit anglais. Merci un pile.
Thank you.
So, on parle, nous parler de santé, on parle dans l'autre initiative que nous gagnons, que nous avons utilisé l'argent nous ramasser. So we talked about the Health and Wellness Center that's going to break ground in December. Let's talk about the other initiatives that the funds we've raised are going to go to. Est-ce que vous parlez sur Canal, qui ODCP? Can you talk about the canal that ODCP is working on with A.P.H.D?
Merci, responsable MarieYolaine. Donc, l'argent, ça nous ramassé, l'a dépensé dans plusieurs projets.
So the funds that we collected will be going to multiple initiatives.
Et il y a un bagage, moi, toujours responsable MarieYolaine, toujours partager dans une réunion.
One of the things we talk about when myself and responsable MarieYolaine, me, get together for our weekly meeting,
nous avons plus de projets que l'argent.
we say that we have more project than we have money.
L'argent, ça va être dépensé dans 5 activités.
The funds we've raised will be going to 5 initiatives.
Et nous pourrons continuer à payer professeurs pour l'année académique 2024-2025.
We will use some of the funds to pay our professors. During this year that was very challenging for us, we were not able to pay our teachers for the first half of the year. So some of these funds will be going to pay them their stipends as well.
Nous pourrons continuer à payer dans dette qui nous gagne pour construire abri multifonctionnel.
We will finish paying for the materials that we used to build the permanent school. That's a multifunctional building.
Nous pourrons payer dernière dette qui nous doit sur construction deuxième phase 25 mètres canal au DCP.
We are going to finish paying off some of the debt and continue the work on the canal that ODCP is working on now in their community.
Canal, ça fait un gros impact dans la communauté.
The canal has made a big impact in their community.
Et par exemple, je tiens à faire 8 jours depuis qu'un cyclone en Haïti, la pluie a tombé.
So, for example, today makes 8 days since Hurricane Melissa has been pouring rain in Haiti and specifically in Petit-Goâve.
Si ce n'est pas de canal là, mon qui est dans zone qui pidon, et spécialement que canal là y a inondé.
If the canal has not been to the extent built to where it is now, the people in the community would have had a lot of issues with the overflow of water into their homes and their community.
Et non ODCP,
On behalf of ODCP,
nan non personnel mwen,
and for me personally,
nan non A.P.H.D,
and on behalf of A.P.H.D,
nam ti yon gran mersi avèk le Soleil de Vie ki te ede nou premièrement pou te demare deuxième phase Canal la.
we would like to say thank you to Le Soleil de Vie, founded by Tiffany Lee, for their investment in us to continue the work that we are now doing on the canal.
Ki bon ti beni le Soleil de Vie.
May God bless Le Soleil de Vie.
E katriyèman nou pral depanse kom sa nan aktivite wout.
One of the other items we're going to use the funds for is for the construction of the road.
E si nan pale de sante, nou te kon pote moun nan branka,
And earlier, as I talked about, we had to lift people on the banca, the wood and sheet. What would we call that? The wood and sheet lifting device? Sure, we'll go with that. Met pale.
e maintenant gen yon gran pati nan wout la, machin ka pran moun ki malade men l'hopital.
Now, with us fixing the road, the vehicles will be able to get to us so that we can actually put folks in a vehicle and take them down to the hospital as opposed to carrying.
Yon nan kapasite bon Dieu ba nou en tant ki responsable A.P.H.D,
One of the abilities that God has given us as the A.P.H.D Association,
nou pa yon organizasyon ki kwase de bois nou kaptan.
we are not an organization that sits with our arms crossed waiting.
Nou toujou komanse avèk sa ki nou gen.
We always start with what we have.
Donk avan siklon nan,
So before the hurricane,
e te gen an pil la pli,
there was a lot of rain.
nou chita avèk tout moun, tout notab ki nan kominote ya.
We sat with all of the members of the community
Nou gen yon tronson de wout ki pare tre difisil.
and discussed the roads that were made very difficult due to the rain.
E nan symbol A.P.H.D gon slogan ki di tèt koule se kle nan zafè devlopman.
On A.P.H.D's logo, our call to action is that hands together is the key to development.
Alors, se pa symbol nan, se deviz nan.
C'est pas symbole là, logo.
Nan, se deviz nan, se tèt koule se kle nan zafè devlopman.
Some qualité c'est un coup vision, right?
Oui, exact.
Yes. Okay. So on their vision underneath the logo, you're saying that working together is the key to development.
Genyen yon slogan ki di men an pil chaj pa l'eau.
We have a proverb in Haiti that says "Me en pile chai palu," which is many hands make the load lighter.
E mwen sonje an 2010-2011, nou tap chèche $1 million pou nou te realize 1,5 kilometre de wout.
I remember that in 2010, after the earthquake, we were looking for $1 million in order to do 1.5 miles of the road up the mountain.
Li te pare tre difisil pou nou.
It appeared to be very difficult for us.
Nou te bezwen materyel mekanik.
We needed not just materials, but mechanical equipment.
Nou komanse chèche l'ajan nou va jwen.
We started looking for money, but we were not able to find any.
Nou di nap komanse avèk le mwayen di bor.
And we decided we're just going to start with what we have in the community.
E pi kwa, pel, wou.
So people brought wheelbarrows, picks, shovels.
E pi patene nou C2C kampe avèk nou.
And C2C came along and stood with us.
Nou di nan fè wout la, nan fè l tronson pa tronson.
And we said we're going to do the road piece by piece.
Donk se sa k fè, lè nou gade tronson sa ki pare difisil.
So now when we tell you that these areas to pass that were very difficult,
E gon piye mango nan zon nan trele toutouni.
there is a mango tree that when we would ride called Tutuni, this is where we would actually park our cars and then walk up the mountain and into the valley.
Nou rele tronson sa route Tutuni.
And it's called the Mam diyo sa Tutuni, sa vle di pa gen gatsou, non? Pa gen problem pou sa.
Yes.
So it's called Wood Tutuni, and Tutuni en Creole means naked. So it's the naked tree that goes up the naked road.
D'accord. Et puis, apre la pli fin tombe,
After rainfall,
nan chita avek moun yo nan kominote ya,
we sat with the people in the community.
route la se pou nou liye,
We said this road is for us.
donk nap mette sa nou genyen,
So we will put what we have together.
et puis map chache sa m ka jwen.
And I, as the organization leader, will find what I can to help us.
Donk mwen prepare yon rapor m soumet avek responsable MarieYolaine,
I submitted a report to C2C.
et puis nou te fon evaluasyon nap bezwen 7,000.
We made an evaluation that we needed $7,000.
Et puis nap jwen 4 nan kominote ya,
We would raise $4,000 in the community,
et puis men sa manke.
and then C2C, we submitted for them to provide the rest.
Et responsable MarieYolaine di m li posib.
And C2C said it's possible.
Pandan ap mobilize materyo,
While we were assembling the materials,
et puis cyclone nan paret.
and the hurricane came,
Li fe plis dega toujou.
it made things even more difficult.
Donc se sa k fe nan renkontre m gen a responsable MarieYolaine,
So during my meeting with Responsable MarieYolaine,
nap pran yon parti nan kob sa,
we're going to take a portion of the funds
pou nou renforse sa n genyen,
so we can reinforce what we already do have,
pou nou ka realize 150 mètres linéaires en rail de béton.
so that we can purchase enough materials to continue to construct 150 more meters of the road.
Excusez-moi si nou wè mwen long.
Excuse me if you feel that I'm long-winded.
Pou fini 5e projet,
To finish the fifth initiative that we're working on.
se maman koze ya.
C'est Mama Kozea.
Construction centre de santé ya.
Oh, it is the biggest one of all, and that is the construction of the Health and Wellness Center.
Donc, en gros, c'est dans tout projet ça yo comme la bral dépenser.
So in essence, it is in these 5 areas that the funds raised will be going.
Non pas gagné assez de mots de remerciement pour tout le monde qui
We don't
coopéré.
Répétez encore, s'il vous plaît.
Remerciement non pas suffi pour tout le monde qui coopéré qui permettent de joindre l'argent ça.
We don't have the words to express our gratitude to the people that are actually collaborating with us by their donations.
Pour finir, m'a fait déclaration ça yo.
So to close, I'm making these declarations.
Et bon Dieu pas jamais menti.
God is not a man that he should lie.
Li pas jamais manger courage monde.
He never discourages people.
Ça li dit c'est ça le fait.
What he says is what he will do.
Eh bien, responsable MarieYolaine, bon Dieu te servi avec lui comme un corbeau pour Petit-Goâve et spécialement Piton Valley à Kipiton.
That God has used MarieYolaine and C2C as a beacon of hope in Petit-Goâve and specifically for our Mountainside partner community.
Ça fait nous arranger nous tout ça gain comme problème pour que nous résoudre ensemble.
Because whenever we have a problem, we get together and we resolve it together.
Alors, c'est pas problème moi avec lui qui c'est problème dans la communauté.
So it is not that it is a personal problem for me, but it is a problem for the entire community and for our partners so that we resolve it together.
Tous pas gain information qui secret pour moi-même avec lui.
There's no secrets between myself and Responsable MarieYolaine.
quel que soit ça le joindre au niveau CDC, li partager là avec nous et puis li investir dans la communauté Petit-Goâve.
Whatever funds that C2C raises, they always make sure that they invest all of those funds into the Petit-Goâve community.
Lem chita avec administration A.P.H.D.
When I sit with the A.P.H.D administration,
et moi dis yo et CDC pas gon la manne qui tombe devant.
that C2C, ça veut dire la man, bakon mosa.
La manne c'est comme son bagage qui descend dans le ciel, il tombe à terre.
Oh, so C2C does not have the capability that it's just walking around and things just fall out of the sky for it.
Tout ça, CDC joindre, même s'il gros, même s'il petit, c'est avec un pile sacrifice, un pile effort.
Whatever C2C receives, whether it is small or whether it is large, it does a lot of sacrifice in order to obtain what it gets for us.
Donc, je demande à tout le monde qui attend nous là,
So I ask everyone who's listening to us today,
continue faire nous confiance.
continue to have confidence in us.
Et ça nous dit, c'est ça nous fait.
What we say is what we do.
Mon travail plus avec ça nous doit faire à là qu'il travaille moins.
We do more with the money that we receive and the funding that we receive. We make it stretch and last.
Donc, à comprendre Haïti dans une situation difficile.
You know that Haiti is in a very difficult season right now.
Pendant pas de route pour machine entrer Port-au-Prince, qui c'est capitale pays, non?
There's really no active road that can help us to access Port-au-Prince, which is the capital of our country.
Et certaines fois, avion va voler.
Sometimes flights are not going in or out.
CDC avec A.P.H.D. à travail.
C2C and A.P.H.D. are still working.
Et n'a construit canal.
We are constructing a canal.
N'a construit route.
We are constructing a road.
Nous construit abri multifonctionnel.
We've already constructed the multifunctional permanent school building.
Et kounye là, nous allons commencer construire centre de santé Bonadjusel.
And in December, we will start the construction of the Bonadjusel Health and Wellness Center.
N'a dit avec ou capitaine de non.
We're saying to you who are listening to us,
Pas quitter nous dans route.
do not leave us stranded on this road.
Bon Dieu va payer commencement.
God will repay you.
C'est la fin qu'il paye.
So what he has started, he will finish.
May God bless you.
Amen. Amen, responsable Eugène. Amen. On finit avec Cyclone Melissa. Let's finish with Hurricane Melissa. You sent me a chart that showed right now, and we can see the places that are in red are the high threat alerts, and then the orange. And the orange is where Petit-Goâve is. So, responsable Eugène, merci pour ça que vous voyez qui montre situation avec cyclone Melissa. Que nous voyons qu'on y a là et côté rouge là, ça c'est en situation critique. Et deuxième critique là, c'est dans orange qui côté Petit-Goâve. Et la finalité voyez moi, you also sent me video of the gale force winds that are blowing. This video is a video he took while he was able to actually go up the mountain to see the devastation that just these winds, which are 160 miles an hour. And we're told that it's made landfall today, which is Tuesday, October 28th. But even before then, a lot of the people have on the mountain, especially the farmers, have lost their gardens due to the winds and the rain. So, responsable Eugène, moi montre photo 4 là, la fini montre vidéo que vous te voyez pour moi, qui montre qui dégâts vent a fait. Moi partager avec mon yo que en pile paysan yo perdu jardin yo. Est-ce que vous ka di moi qui situation sous mon nan kounya et qui sa cyclone a fait Petit-Goâve et sous mon nan?
Et exactement, vidéo ou passé là, c'est sur mon nom hier après-midi.
So the video that you just showed is from yesterday afternoon on the mountain.
Donc, après rencontre de gain avec vous, je suis obligé d'aller sur mon nom pour regarder qui quantité de dégâts qui gagne.
After our meeting yesterday, I went up to the mountain to see for myself what the situation was.
Situation était difficile.
It's a very difficult situation.
Pas de arriver trop loin.
I couldn't go as far as I wanted.
Et situation paysan yo une situation qui difficile.
The people on the mountain are in a very difficult situation.
Et la ville, dans plusieurs villes, moun yo travail, yo fait job mensuel, yo fait commerce.
In the surrounding areas, they also come down into the city to do their jobs, working in the marketplace.
Mais yon paysan ka nek bank li c'est dans jardin.
So while people who live in Petit-Goâve proper have day jobs and they're able to work in the marketplace to get their income, for the folks on the mountain, their gardens are their income.
Yo gen yon récolte, yo tap pral récolter en décembre.
They were going to harvest what they were planting in December,
Qui c'est pois Congo.
which is pois Congo.
Et cyclone nan flotte tout jardin, tant que son serpent ou prend couper tête.
The hurricane has come through with such gale force winds that it was like a knife coming across and cutting off the top of the trees.
Donc, après cyclone nan, ça va déboucher sur une crise humanitaire.
So this will become a humanitarian crisis.
Mais yon nan grâce bon Dieu fait non.
But one of God's grace in this situation
C'est pour qu'on gagne des boulonnailles terrain dans côté qui me dérivé.
Boulonnais terrain, est-ce que c'est ça dit?
Oui, glissement de terrain, pour qu'on gagne ça.
Oh, there hasn't been any loss of the work that we've done on the road.
Donc, pas gagne camotel dans zone là.
Ça semble dire camotel.
Pas gagne monde qui mourit dans zone là.
Ah, okay. And also, there's no reported deaths on the mountain.
C'est seulement jardin ou perdu.
It is mainly the gardens that have been lost.
Mais situation était plus grave toujours.
But the situation could have been more grave.
Mais heureusement, A.P.H.D était en reboiser zone ça.
But because A.P.H.D had already engaged in the reforestation of the area,
Et puis bois yo vinn protéger kay qui dans zone là.
the trees protected the houses that were in the area.
Mais pour aujourd'hui,
But for today,
donc moi temps les plus exagéré.
that the situation has become more exaggerated.
Donc mon pas ka prendre la rue, tout monde c'est la caillou.
So right now, no one can go out. Everyone is in their homes.
Téléphone dans zone n'a pas ka charger tout.
And it's also difficult to charge phones in the area and get access to be able to call people.
Gen information qui m'boko gagner pour aujourd'hui.
So there's information we don't have for you for today.
D'accord. Merci.
Merci, responsable. Ma partage un seul bagage qui dit même si nous pas gagnons aujourd'hui ou pas monter pour nous faire un assessment on l'autre jour.
OK.
Yes. So I said to him, I will also share with you all that due to, the current weather conditions, they're not able to go back up there. Everyone's kind of sheltered in place. But once the hurricane passes, they will return to the mountain to do another assessment. Merci, responsable, pour update ça. Nous besoin en pile. So sam ka di responsable, ki espoir, ki hope ou ka bay moun nan tan kon sa e nan tan cyclone ou ka bay pou moun yo nan mon nan e pou moun kap supporte CDC et A.P.H.D.
Donc, merci, responsable MarieYolaine, pour question.
I said, what, despite everything that is going on with the hurricane, what message of hope can you give that you have given to the people on the mountain and that you can give to us?
Et au prima bon, aller bon côté moun yo qui sou moun yo.
I am going to go and visit the people. Yes, I'm going to go to the people to give them a message and to encourage them.
Et le genyen yon catastrophe naturelle,
When we have a natural catastrophe like this,
autorité locale yo accompagné de protection civile,
the local authorities like the Civil Protection Agency,
et yo plus voye garder moun qui nan ville yo.
they are very focused on the local population.
Moun qui nan zone rekile yo, c'est les organisations de base.
So they look to us as the eyes and ears of those areas.
Et par exemple, tant que moun sa yo qui perdi jardin espoir yo, c'est sous jardin yo gen lte.
So for the people who've lost their gardens,
Yo mande accompagnement.
so they've asked them to accompany them to help them to restore their gardens.
C'est ça fait après cyclone nan fin passé.
That's why after the hurricane is finished,
Donc moi font inventaire de quantité de dégâts li fait dans zone panoa.
I will be going to do an assessment of that.
Et bien que li pas facile, mais on doit soumettre un document pour nous chercher une assistance pour moun sa yo.
And we will be providing a report on how everyone can help in assisting these folks.
Donc même si y a tout le monde qui attendait nan yo,
So for everyone who's listening,
et prier pour moun sa yo qui dans situation qui difficile.
pray for the folks who are in this difficult situation. Merci, responsable.
Merci responsable. De rien.
Yes. Merci, un peu. So this is our message, that no matter what is going on, we keep working. Ça, c'est message là. Il pas dépendant de ce qui a passé, nous continuons pour nous travailler.
Yes.
Responsable Eugène, moi, dis 1000 fois merci. Je connais pas retourner encore, mais je dis à moi, dis merci jusqu'à retourner encore.
Merci également, responsable MarieYolaine, et puis merci à tout le monde qui t'attendait moi.
So I said to him, thank you so much for coming. I know you will be coming back again for an update, and we appreciate that. And he said, thank you to everyone and everyone who's listening. So this is going to be a regular for us here at C2C. As he said, what we say we're going to do, we do it. And then we show you that it has been done. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who is under the sound of my voice, who has supported C2C for 15 years and who has seen the progress, who has seen the receipts and the results of what it means of Main Pile Chai Palu, which is many hands coming together, making the load lighter. So thank you for joining me today on Restoring Dignity with C2C live. And I hope to see you again next week for another episode. And I encourage you, visit C2CHaiti.org and get in where you fit in. This is my call to you. I'm inviting you to be a part of something much greater than yourself. Heed the call. Until next time. Bon Dieu béni. God bless you.